Hey y'all, so my ducks are broody right now, and I can't have that because they've been sitting on these eggs in the heat for the longest time, and their eggs are duds. I have 2 of them, and so I sent Sean to the feed store to go buy me some ducks, baby ducks. Hopefully we can trick them and put them under these ducks and get them off their nest, because what they'll do is they'll sit there and they'll like die just sitting there. They will not get up. They won't get up to eat or drink or anything. I mean, it's been weeks. I mean, I've seen them get up like once, and it's so hot. So I gotta somehow trick them, and so we're getting these babies. For the first time the eggs aren't hatching, it's probably just because it's so hot. They probably cooked. I bet you our hard-boiled eggs they're sitting on. So normally they have their babies in the spring, but yeah, so I have them getting 6. I have 2 that are broody, so we'll try to trick them, see if I can distract Sean, have Sean distract them while I shove them under her and take away her eggs, or we scare her off her nest, but who knows if she'll go back to it. So we'll see. It's so hot. And then we have to keep the dogs away because they'll be curious and they'll just disrupt everything. So, yeah. And then while he's at it, I was like, you know what? Give me some more chickens, because I asked them what kind of chickens they had at Tractor Supply, and they have a breed I've never seen in a feed store. Lavender Orpington, and then salmon Faverolles, and Russian Orloff. So I looked them up. Lavender Orpington and salmon Faverolles seem to be really good, friendly little birdies, and they say they're great egg layers and good mothers, and that's what I want. I want good mothers, because a couple of the ones that would like lay and naturally have babies died with that fox attack, or just, you know, naturally died off. So I need to get some good mommies here, because I like it when they go broody and have babies. So, and then the Russian Orloff is a interesting breed. It's from Russia, and I'm only getting 2 of them because they're not really good egg layers. They're mainly a meat bird, and it's just ornamental, really, because I like new things. But yeah, right now I have, you know, Bear Rock and Red Reds and Black Astrolops and White Leghorns, and you know, I have the common breeds, but I want a couple of, you know, different ones. So yeah, so we're getting like 13 more, but and that's it for a while. You know, I wait every couple of years, and then they have their own babies. Hopefully not so many roosters this year like I had last year. I had a lot of roosters last year. So I'm waiting for Sean to get here with those baby ducks, set up the brooder, and get rocking and rolling on that. And I'll show you, I'll try to film what we do to distract the mama. Nope, stay. Alright, we had to distract her. I couldn't film it. And poke her from one side, and I threw the chickens at her, and she like flung one of the ducks. I mean, stay, get. Anyway, she flung one of the ducks. We'll see if she takes to them. She was like, she thought it was an enemy. I left the babies with her, so hopefully she doesn't kill them. So we distracted her. She's right under here. So Sean went on that side, poked her with a stick while she had her back turned. I went on this side and threw all the babies at her. So we'll see. And then she picked one of the babies up and threw it. There she goes. We'll see She's staying there. They're not gonna die. Let's see. Just leave them be for a little bit. I didn't film it, totally forgot. I just wanted to get it done with. So she's kind of just standing there and staring at us. We have to make her get used to those babies she's with. Had the dogs locked up. I'm gonna sneak around the corner and just put the camera and see what I could see.
Pretty much slammed with a lot of work, and me being the project manager and owner, I do have to discuss a lot of things with clients and actually have meetings during the day. So this does open my schedule a little bit for that. So hopefully that's done.
Go to your babies. Go to your babies. Go.
She left? She took off. Down.
Well, all the babies are on the nest.
Will she come back?
I don't know. She's like mad at us. What a bad mom. I'm gonna put water over here. I'll just put water right there and see if she goes back. Alright, well that didn't work. It's 150 degrees. Look at how red I am. So the mom took off and the babies tried to follow her, but then the mom was like threw another one away from her, so I was afraid. I think if it was a cooler temperature, I would give it time. And I think that the bonding might take, but it's so hot, I think these babies would die. So, at least she's not broody anymore. Her nest, she got up off of her nest and the eggs popped, rotten eggs. Ugh. So, she's not going back to that nest. But, anyway, so now I got 6 ducks. I haven't put in the brooder here, so I'm keeping them separate. I don't have to have the heat lamps on because they're 100 degrees right now. So here's the babes, then the top cage, and then I'll put the other ones in the bottom cage. So I have, these are perfect for ducks. Okay, get these, put their water in it and everything, and they won't make a mess. Too bad. They'll just stay in here for a week and then they'll go outside because they grow pretty fast. I'll put them outside. I might have to move the chickens sooner than I thought with the bigger chickens. So they might be big enough. Give it a couple more weeks and we'll see. Alrighty guys, so that's my duck adventures. Here you can see the babes. Oh, you babies, I had to chase you down. I had to chase you down. I'm sorry. They're all muddy now. They were trying to follow the flock. How cute. I think if it was cooler, I would let them. Because they would have done just fine, I think. Because they're not babies too, though. So I think they needed to be, they look like week-old ducks to me, not newborns. They're at least a week old. You guys are a week old. You're not just born, you're a week. So they're about a week old. That wouldn't have worked. Whew. Okay guys, I gotta go swimming. Cool down. Can't see nothing. Alright guys. Okay, so it's been one of those long, productive, but not productive days. So productive kitchen cooking wise, but raising my animals, I had a little hitch in my giddy up, you know what I mean? So now I got the baby ducks down here. Hey, move. These dogs, they're like super curious. Boots just wants to kiss them. Bear is copying Boots, so I don't know what Bear wants to do. So the ducks, I think, will be fine huddled up down there without a heat lamp. But the chicks, I think, need one. But when I raise these baby chicks, it's always in the spring when it's still a little chilly and the heat lamps are a-okay. But it's friggin' 104, 110 today. Like, it's so hot. So, but at night it's gonna get chilly. So I don't want something that's gonna burn them up. So I decided to try this. It'll be my summer heat lamp, I guess, but it's warmer. So we're gonna put this on right now for the babies. The ducks will be just fine. They're a week old. They're already trying to get their plumage, so. And it's like high 90s at night. So I think the chickens would be fine too, but they're huddling up pretty good. I don't want them suffocating each other. There's too many of them. So I got this. So let's put this up. No, it's night.
But is it dinner?
Yeah, it's dinner time.
It's now dinner?
Yeah, it's just now dinner. Oh.
We're fast. Alright.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah, yes. Yes. Alright, Bet just woke up. So look at this chicken. We had 2 of them have really bad poopy butt when they came in from Tractor Supply. You know what I do is I Vaseline their bottoms and cut the hair off so they don't get poopy butt. It works. But anyways, I started Vaselining all their bottoms, and then this one and another one had cake poopy butt. Most likely, I don't know, it was a long time, maybe, because they're about 3-4 days old. So it's probably about 4 days worth of poo. And so I cut it off. And then I had to use warm water, so this one got cold. The other one I was able to peel off and it's doing fine, but this one's, I don't know, it's not doing so good. So I don't know, I'm trying to help it. I gave it some water, and I'm wrapping it up in a warm paper towel so it won't poop on me. And blowing hot air, it got cold. So I'm trying to see if it, warming it up, or it was just got poopy butt for too long. So hopefully we can pull it through. But if not, you know, that's a farm life for you. It's a little baby though. It's so cute. This is the Lavender Orpington. They're like supposed to be little purple beauties. They're really friendly and docile, and they love their people. They're really good pets and egg layers, so, and mamas. So I hope this one does good. We'll see. All right, gotta set up that brooder now, or that warming station. Anywho. All right, so I got it plugged in. I don't know. It's dark, getting dark. The light's on. There's a light on the top. That's the indicator that it's on. So hopefully it starts working. We'll see it. We'll check it out in the morning when we can see better. All right, so that's the thingamabob. 15 birds fit under there. So I had to raise it up. I mean, it was like 400 degrees, and it was actually 110, and they were still under it when it was really low. So I just raised it up so they wouldn't touch them, because, I mean, it's pretty warm. So, yeah, it works real good. I like it. But there's the chickens. Now let's go check on everything else. My vegetable garden. It's dwindling to the end. I've harvested. We have a few plants left, and I'll show you that. Oh, these dogs. They're trying to play around. What are you barking at? You want Boots out there? That's what she wants. Look at, she wants to get him. Why is she always tackling him? Bear feels left out because I left him out front when I was doing some garden stuff. Let's go get him. What are you barking at? Hey, they're gonna hurt me. They just, come on, they bulldoze their way through life. Let's get. Come on, get out. Alright, let's go check on the garden. Let's go check on. Stop it, Roxy. Roxy, no. When we get really hot days, I know there's relief in sight. The next day's always overcast and beautiful and sprinkly. A little sprinkly, maybe, if I'm lucky. Look at, you can't really tell, but it's really quite nice today. They're just rapturous, so let's harvest the last from our garden. The only thing I have left is probably maybe some cucumber plants trying to grow. My tomatoes are done for, so, and some squash and stuff. But I've been slowly pulling out. I only have a few things left in my garden, and then we're gonna plant the fall garden. Let's take a look at my grapes here. Look at this box of grapes. This is from my grapevine that's on my fence line. It's a few years old, so now we finally can eat off of them. I planted them like 4 years ago, and every year the grapes got bigger and bigger, and finally they're perfect. Well, next year they'll be bigger, and the next. But now I can eat them. So we've just been doing grape leaves, you know. Yeah, so, but before I was juicing it and just using the extract to make jelly because the pectin's in it. But I'm so happy I could eat it now. Big box. These were from my garden. I have no clue what they are. I forget what I plant sometimes, but the vine died in this heat. Let me show you. So here, little tiny like squash pumpkins. It kind of got cooked and the vine died. I didn't even see it. So I can't preserve it because of the cooked parts. But this isn't even orange yet, so I'm gonna see if I could just let it ripen and then eat it. But yeah, this, hopefully it'll ripen. Hopefully it'll ripen all the way, and then I'll cut it up. I don't know what it is though. I don't remember. It's like a squash or a pumpkin. Well, pumpkin is a squash. We had to clear out a lot of the stuff from the heat, and so I have just a little bit left. We made our garden small this year anyways because we just had a lot going on, and I have a lot of stuff canned already for my bumper crops. So next year we're really gonna rock and roll. So super hot. My food forest is struggling in this heat. I'm losing trees. I'm watering them, but we've been having record high heat, like 110, like 107, like, and I water them at night, and I've lost like I think 6 different trees. It's horrible. Like I still got wick. The leaves are burnt to a crisp. It still is not crispy, so that's good. This is my pear tree. My apricot tree's dead. My apple tree still got wick. Look at this tree's on its way out. The heat it's burning the leaves up. So I got, that one's doing okay. That cherry tree just decided to conk out. It's like tapping out. That apple tree tapped out. That one's going. This apricot tree is gone. That plum tree. But all my citruses are doing good. Except for one. So I don't know. Hopefully they are fine and they just bounce back, but we'll see. So, my vegetable garden, everything's struggling. It's been struggling, so I've had small harvests and been pulling things out. Things are not thriving. So, you know, everything's so dry here in California. It's the hardest place to garden. I wish I There's his cars. I wish I lived in an area that everyone else lives in, that they don't have to have irrigation. I mean, you see all these farmers in other states, and they have wonderful gardens. So everything I have to do basically for the desert, and I'm gardening in the desert. So that's why I like my aquaponics. It's in the porch area, so I don't get evaporation. That's the main reason why I put it under the porch. But, and under the eaves. Because if it was in the middle of the field or in, I have too much evaporation. This way I don't. But anyways, so, and then here's my point. I had a compost pile way over there in the corner before we did the food forest. A nice compost pile over there. And it was a lot of work. And this heat makes it where it's so hard to even garden. I got a delivery. Let me go over here. So, and it's, so I like to find whatever I can to help me out be more of a lazy gardener. Delivery. Person's getting me delivery. So anyways, we're gonna come out here after these dogs are barking and do something that's easier than composting in a bin so let's do that. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're not gonna do it today, but I'm gonna show you what I'm planning on doing. I have this bucket here, and I'm gonna use it as a I'm going to start doing totes. There's a lady that gardens in California, and she does totes. And the bottom of it will hold water. So I'm going to add, probably in the fall. I don't know when I'm going to do this. Whenever I have time. I have projects I have to redo. I'm doing a project, getting ready to start a project and redo my pool decking. Because it has dry rot and have to redo that. So that's going to take like a month. Maybe. It depends on how fast I can get it done. But anyway, so like maybe in the spring I'm going to work on this. I'll show you when I do it. But my idea is we're going to take this totes and make raised beds out of these totes. I'm going to get a bunch of them and then surround them probably with cinder blocks to make it look nice. And then just drill drainage holes probably about up here. Fill it with dirt. And I'm going to put miniature compost bins in every single one of them. Using a coffee can or tea jug or water buckets. And what you do, the idea is you put holes in the bottom of a container. And you put it in the dirt. And you fill it with, you know, your compost material, and just put the lid on, and then you have worms here, of course. And so it's like ready compost in your garden. I'm going to set that up everywhere. I think it'll work. You guys don't, if you don't get my drift, you'll just have to check it out when I do it. But that's the thing. I'm going to try to make easy compost. I disassembled my big compost bin outside. We're going to do easy compost. And we're going to do it in each of my gardens. And have a small little compost center in each of the gardens. Like little worm bins. So we're going to buy worms. Put them in there. And have just like a little ecosystem in each garden bed. Alright. So that's what we're going to do. If that makes sense to y'all. I'll show you. Hopefully, I get around to it. Maybe before Christmas, but most likely afterwards. So, come on. So, I got another project we're going to do. I got to move chickens in with the main flock. So, I can make room for ducks in there. And babies. Ducks and babies in the nursery outside. Let's go. Come on. Alright guys, so I have these baby ducks that need to be moved out of their cage. They've been in here for a week, and you can't leave baby ducks in a small enclosure for more than a week, even a bucket. These too messy. So they're outgrown their area. There's water and mud everywhere. Hey, move it. Right there, and it's just, they need more space. It's been a week. So we're gonna put them, and my issue is, the area that I always put the babies is being occupied by these chickens over here. So this is my grow area, and they're not big enough yet. I don't know. Do you think they're big enough to go? Well, you know, I'm gonna make. I don't want to move them yet. They're still little. I don't, because we got roosters. The only reason why I don't want to move them with the flock is because the roosters might get them, and I don't think they're ready yet. I'll wait a little bit longer. So I don't know. I'm gonna move these babies ducks. I think I'll move the baby ducks in here. I was gonna put them in here. I gotta make an area for them. I'm gonna make an area for the baby ducks. I'll find out, where can I put them? Where can I put these baby ducks? This is usually the baby duck area. And then they're too small to go in this area because they'll escape. But I need to make a temporary enclosure somewhere just for a couple weeks, because I think like just a couple more weeks, give those other chickens time. Could put them in this corner right here, but then we got these dogs. I might just be messing with them. You know what? I'm gonna make an area in that area. That's what I'll do. Let's make a safety area in the chicken area for them. Let's do it in this back corner. Alright, I'm gonna gate in an area just for the babies in here. That's what we'll do. I'm gonna go get a little gate area. I'll put them like right here against this area. Alright, so I got an old dog gate, cardboard box, some duct tape, and some carabiners, and some juice bottle things that I'll use as hooks. So let's see what we could do. Okay. So let's first connect this. We're recording. Okay, we're gonna connect this with the carabiners and put the cardboard. We're gonna tape this. We're gonna connect these together with tape, okay? Tape that. get the ducks. Alright guys, got the ducks here. Gonna set them, I'll put them in the trash can. We're gonna put them in this area now. I think it's all good. It's just really trying to keep the chickens out. So. Of course. Why are you trying to get through that way? I got a couple holes on the sides. Couple holes right here we don't want to hide. Well, there's that. And the lid won't come off with the weight of the chickens, so that's fine. They have a bigger area, and now I gotta just put water and food in. Alright, I'll go finish that up. But let's update on all the duck stuff going on here. Just talk to you later. And see you on the next episode. Peace.